Stare. Okay.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are in the world. And welcome back to Christmas Around the World. During the year, I do a little series called Business Without Borders to talk about different cultures and how it is to work with other cultures. During the holidays, I like to extend that series because it helps us understand that although we come from very different backgrounds, we celebrate in different ways, we tend to all love the same things about the holidays, which is food, family, and friends. Especially Malaysia, they really, really like their food. And it's like a big thing about special bean sprouts, and it just gets really heated. So they love their food. And I am really excited today. It'll be a little bit different than my normal one or two. I have five guests today, and I'm going to let all of them go around and tell them a little bit about who they are and what they do. So, first of all, thank all of you for joining me and doing this with me. I just love following all of you on LinkedIn. I learned so many different things. It's a very diverse group of people in industry and in culture. So, let's start with David. David, you're the first one on my screen. Tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay, hi. Thank you, Angie, for having me tonight. I'm quite excited, especially when you talk about festivals. I'm actually about festival. I like festivities because in Malaysia we celebrate all, irrespective whether you're Chinese, you are Indians, you are Muslims. You celebrate it all. We are just about holidays. We want holidays here. In every month we do have holidays. And like,
Oh,
okay,
at
what?
least I feel like you
Yeah.
have one every Wednesday. It's
And the
always a
government
holiday in
can
Malaysia.
just declare any public holiday. Let's say, for example, the one that they just recently declared was the win over the soccer game. Remember that, Dr. Ellie? They just
Yeah.
Oh,
declared
yes, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
That is crazy.
yes, it is, and we love it out. Honestly, we love it out because we tend to kind of like gather among all different religions, all different ethnic groups, and we enjoy our so-called open house, where we dine in, in their houses, in their home, to celebrate their festivities. Yeah. So for me, I am actually doing something that is very traditional, which is known as pineapple tarts. So pineapple tarts has been around in Malaysia for many years. I think since 16th century. This is where the origins comes from. From the Peranakan. So that is the origin of pineapple tarts in Malaysia. And pineapple tarts is also again being used in different celebrations, especially in Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, and some of it in Deepawali. So I am very, very blessed to be able to share pineapple tarts throughout Malaysia and now going to overseas to celebrate whatever that is being celebrated beyond boundaries, beyond religion, beyond festivities.
Oh,
Yeah.
how far are you going? Are you coming to the United States yet?
I might be sending some over to you because I have my yes, my brother's friend is coming over for Chinese New Year. So when she go back, I will get her to carry some so that I can share with my brothers over there and to you too. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Angie, you gotta get
I'm,
those tarts.
I'm so jealous. I've been
Finally.
reading about these tarts for like a year. And I thought, man, my first stop in Malaysia is going to be this Sweeby Bakery. That's the first place I'm going.
Thank you.
Malaysia really spoils me, by the way. If you can't tell who's my favorite by the amount of people I bring on, they send me white coffee and presents, and they're always so nice to me. And I think one of the reasons I love Malaysia is what David said. There's so many different cultures there, and they celebrate so many different faiths and religions, and they're just celebrating all the time. I really love the culture. So let's move on to Andreas. He's always like, "Oh, I don't know if I should be there because I'm not Malaysian." He should definitely be here because he's been in Malaysia forever and has a wonderful view because originally from Germany. So, Andreas, tell us about you and what you do.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. My name is Andreas. I'm a German residing in Malaysia for an endlessly long time. I came to Malaysia way back in 1993. Fall in love with the place, and as Angie was just saying as well, I fall in love with the food, first, then with the people, with the work I was doing, and then of course all the holidays. And I really was amazed always about how people were celebrating together, visiting each other's house, no matter what festivities are going on, and then sharing the amazing food. I just came back from Germany, had a Christmas market experience once again. I enjoy to be in Europe, enjoy the Christmas festivities there as well. Only the weather is too cold. So for 2 weeks, I'm okay, stay there. If it's getting too cold, too long, then I'd rather go back to Malaysia. And I was missing the Malaysian food in Germany. So we found some restaurants in Germany as well, serving Asian food, Malaysian food, Thai food, which was pretty close, somehow resembling Malaysian food. My son was taking care of that one. It was awesome. Yes, and well, I'm a trainer of NLP, a trainer of hypnosis, managing the mindset, helping people to, well, break free from the limiting belief, negative emotions, and overall. But I just enjoy being around all my Malaysian friends and overseas friends, and it's just an amazing experience here every single day in this beautiful country.
Awesome.
Back
So
to
saying
you,
he totally
Malaysia.
belongs here. All right, now we're going to Dr. Ali. He's my favorite. If everybody that likes my hair, I ask him everything.
Hi, Angie. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me here. My name is Dr. Aly, and I am a medical doctor that specializes in hair transplants, based in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And yeah, that's what I do. So I help people who are having balding issues to get back their hair, or those who have hair and you want to retain it, or those with nice hair, make it look even nicer, as what Angie's doing right now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much true blue. Malaysian all the way, and one of the things I love about Christmas is the amount of celebration, the vibes that we get. Is one of, as what you said, about 10%, maybe about 15% are Christians, but the way we decorate is like it's one of the most major holiday festivities. Decorations are amazing. We celebrate like as though 90% of us were Christians.
I noticed
but
all
that's-
your lights and stuff.
Yeah, but and everything. You go to the mall, it's just filled with all the jingles. It's the time of the year whereby when you walk into a mall, you just feel very upbeat. You feel like it's as they say, the most wonderful time of the year, next to Chinese New Year, of course, because Chinese New Year is way much more happening here. But
Too funny.
yeah, so and we revolve around food, and everything else is food. So I love to see all the Christmas decor, our cakes, and I'm sure by next year, I'm hinting to David that his pineapple tarts will be the shape of a Christmas tree. There you go.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Dr. Ali, you said something very interesting, actually. When I came into Malaysia initially, okay, that was before the internet, so I didn't have that much information about Malaysia. I had no idea that there would be Christmas celebration, because Christmas was for me Europe overall and cold weather, until suddenly the Christmas trees came up and the jingles came up, and I thought, they're celebrating Christmas as well, hooray! That was
Wait,
amazing,
Andres.
honestly.
Is the decoration here as much as Germany or more?
Germany is more.
Like-
Honestly speaking,
Germany
Germany is much more. It's everywhere. On the roads as well. And here the celebrations are more in the malls. Germany, the malls are there as well. The Christmas markets are the one part where everything is happening. Standing in the cold, eating, and even in Germany they're eating sometimes, okay. Standing there and just feeling the vibes in the culture in Germany at that point of time. It's really amazing, honestly.
Yeah, I still think like it's nothing more magical than a German Christmas market, just standing outside with your glue vines. I don't know, makes you feel like Santa's real all over again, you know?
I think it's
Can
because
explain
you know,
glue right now, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's because of the environment itself.
Yeah,
You know,
I think the weather as well,
the
because it
weather,
snows,
and
right?
then
Yeah.
with the snow, and then it does
Yeah.
add on to the atmosphere of the feelings of celebrations as
Yeah.
compared to Malaysia, isn't it?
But I think the feeling of the vibes. Dr. Ali, you mentioned Chinese New Year as well. The moment you've got such celebration coming up, and that's what I think always. It's the vibes, how people feel about it.
Mhm.
So it's like in the moment, Chinese New Year is coming, or Hari Raya fasting month is coming, or Christmas is coming, or Deepavali for that matter as well, of course. So it's changing the psyche of the people, and they're all everybody becomes much nicer, much more open, much more warmer, and much more, before COVID, maybe hacky.
Yeah, before COVID.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of the magic of Santa and whatnot, it always makes me think of kids, because kids always make Christmas really fun too. And Ratna is our specialist, also an English teacher, and she focuses on kids. So, Ratna, tell us a little bit more about you.
Hello, hi Angie. Hi guys. So my name is Ratna and I'm a kids communication coach. Thank you so much for having me here and the rest of my friends as well, Angie. So what I do is I actually build children's confidence in storytelling, presentation skills, and creative writing. Well, for this year, for next year, more to come. Yeah.
Oh, yay, more to come. I just think she's one of the most talented teachers, English teachers I've ever known. And I've met a lot of people over the last year and a half doing it. She's really great. And seeing what she does with the kids and public speaking, I absolutely love it. So thank you for being here. And then let's move on to Ken. Welcome, Ken. Tell us a little bit about you and what you do. Oh, I can't hear you.
Ken, I think you're muted. I think you'll have to, yeah.
No, he doesn't look muted. We'll come back to Ken.
No.
We'll let him play with audio, and we'll come back to you, Ken. How about Shen? Oh no, we can't hear her either.
Oh no.
Same issue. Yeah, same issue.
No, we can't
Shen.
hear you.
Oh no.
You might want to go out and press the button on Cam Mac below, or Mic, basically speaking, and check it out. If
Can't hear you,
you're
man.
getting in there as well.
What did he say? Can't hear Shen and Ken. I don't know, but it's very fun to watch them, whatever they're doing. They look like mimes.
It's really interesting, like the exercise they're doing right now. Below is a button called Cam/Mic, M-I-Z, and then click on this one and test your microphone. That's the only thing you can do right now.
Totally.
Or maybe sometimes
Shen, we can't hear you too.
come in and come out sometimes works. If you guys want to pop out and come back in, I'll let you back in. Oh, look, Ratna has a little person with her too. We have an extra special guest. All right. Well, I don't know what we got going on with Ken and Shen. We'll have to, perhaps if you guys want to leave the studio and come back in, we can get your audio. But if they come back, we'll definitely let them introduce themselves. So starting with, and we've already touched on a little bit, just talking about Andreas mentioned Diwali or Deep Valley, depends, I guess, where you're from. That was a holiday I'd never even heard of until I started hanging out with all my Malaysian friends. And oh my gosh, it's now one of my favorites. I just think it's so, so beautiful. But it happens because of different faiths, right? So different faiths are going to celebrate different religions will celebrate different holidays and different things. Okay, there's one. So as Dr. Aly mentioned, there's only like 10% Christian, but they still do a lot of the secular things that other Christian people do, like decorating the trees and all that type of stuff. How do you celebrate the actual day? Is it a holiday? Are you off of work on that day? I mean, you guys are off work all the time, so I'm just guessing you take that one too, right?
Why not?
Oh,
Yeah,
funny.
so it's declared as a public holiday, and although employers can choose not to exercise it, but I think almost everyone does.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's as good as a public holiday, except if you're in the retail business, then but otherwise everyone gets a holiday, and I think because of that it makes it even more fun because you can party the night before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then again, it all depends. But then again, it all depends on whether it falls on the which day of the week. If it's fall on the Friday or Saturday or Sunday, then it will be much fun. But if it falls on the weekday mid of the week, then it is a little bit So
you only get really one day.
but I know quite a lot of people, or quite a few of my friends' companies, they'll just stretch all the way from Christmas
Yeah.
all the way to the
Yeah.
New Year, because productivity is
Mm.
quite low. Everyone's in a very jolly holiday mood. So
Yeah, because the mood. Yeah.
yeah, so you
Yeah.
just finish off like
Some
10,
will just
10
yes,
days of
exactly.
holiday.
Mm.
Yeah, until the first of January itself. One whole
Yeah, I
stretch.
think more so now because things are a little bit, where we're allowed to travel and things like that in Malaysia. So I think this year is even more significant because people have not really been around for the past 2 years since COVID started. So I think this year, but it's sort of like a different vibe because people are moving around, they are traveling to different places. So there is, and even like a stronger need to go on a longer break. Like we don't have enough breaks, but there seems to be like a stronger need to actually go on a long break now.
Yeah.
I
We
think
do
this
the
year will be
same
very
here.
interesting. Yeah, because of COVID, I do see a phenomenon which is like it's like a vacation revenge or revenge vacation.
Revenge
yeah. So
vacation,
Yes.
that's right.
Revenge
Revenge
vacation.
vacation.
you're taking revenge for 2 years of no vacation. You're doing everything that you can. Every single weekend, everyone's out. They're squeezing the jam packing the roads. The restaurants are packed. Yeah. So this year's Christmas will be like revenge Christmas.
Yeah.
Revenge
Well,
Christmas.
it'd
That's
be
right.
interesting.
Someone hear me? Am I back? Am I back?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Ken,
yes.
you're
Am I
back.
back?
Can hear
Yes.
you.
You're back.
Yeah!
Here.
Oh man! Finally, I can speak. Finally, I can speak.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the
Let's
whole
take
night
a
to
quick
speak
break.
up.
Damn, what did we do? Is that we can speak?
You know, for those who are in BNI, I'm also a lead visitor host. I love speaking. I love to talk and talk and talk and non-stop. So perhaps my introduction for tonight will take me for the next half an hour. Okay, let's start.
We'll cut you off.
I am made in Malaysia. But exported to Singapore when I am 6 years old. So I did all my studies in Singapore until 21 years old. Then I returned to Malaysia. So everyone knows that in Singapore, Christmas is celebrated as if they are in a Western country. Like what Dr. Aly says, people are celebrating Christmas in Malaysia as if everyone is from the West.
Oh, wow. That's why.
Yeah. So because I studied there and I grew up from there, they are celebrating Christmas even much more than in Malaysia. Much more. That's why everybody every Christmas they love to travel to Singapore and look at all the decorations and all the lights, and especially in Orchard Road and all those things. Right. So much so sometimes I thought I myself is a Christian, but I'm not. However, I love Christmas as the favorite festival in the whole year. I love it more than Chinese New Year. Okay, and I'm going to say that in front of my parents. I love it more than Chinese New Year, because somehow Christmas is a festival where it happens to be at the end of the year, where things slow down. People feeling more relaxed. They're going for holidays, and also in this region, during December you have the monsoon, where it makes the weather cooling. So you have a feeling as though as you thought you are in Europe or you are in US or whatever, but no, you're just in Malaysia, just with some rain, right? So the weather comes in, and then it's the year end, and people it's Christmas, and things are more peaceful. Music are more toned down, just nice jingles and things like that. Not compared to Chinese New Year, you got doing chang, chang, and then the weather is so hot and everything. Totally different. Totally different. So for me, Chinese New Year is something. It is only memorable for me in the sense that it is a reunion for my family, a real reunion, right? I have my brother and my sister still in Singapore, reluctant to come back. They don't want to become a Malaysian anymore, so let them be. They are there. So some of us are in KL, and usually it's only about Chinese New Year time where all of us really come back and celebrate it, as in like they said, no, you have the reunion dinner out. So that's what we do. And other than that, it has really not much of meaning for myself because my family circle, relative circle is so small. Um, Practically maybe 10, 20%. My dad is almost like an orphan. So my dad's side is zero. There's no more relatives. My mom's side is full of, I don't know, a lot of, they are from,
That's mine. My
they
family
are
is
more from
huge.
urban. They are from urban, and they gossip, gossip, gossip. Every year they ask you the same question: when are you getting married? When's your first child? Expecting a second child, your third child, and never ending. Same story. Gada, 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 gada. So Christmas is the time for me. That's it.
Ken, when are you
Hey,
expecting
by the
your
way, I'm
first
Ken.
child?
Yeah.
I know. And then let's
First
try.
child. The second, third one.
He wasn't kidding about
Someone just
when
asked
you're
me the question today. When are you going to expect your third child? I said no. Do you think my wife is like 7-Eleven forever open? No, it's closed. Factory closed. No more 7-Eleven. Okay. So tutup. Two finish.
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh, I
That's
see you're
it.
gonna
You
say
know,
like
you can be a family mart.
Family mart. Yeah.
Family mart.
Oh my god!
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Oh
Well, I
God.
think we've got everybody. Unless Shen comes back in, we'll take a break to introduce her. I think she's having trouble too. Oh, there she is. Let's see if she. All right, Shen. Let's see if we can hear you. Can we hear you?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
changed
yes,
device.
yes,
Thank
we can.
God. Yeah, because the other day I tripped over my laptop wire and the whole laptop fell onto the ground, so it's a bit wonky right now.
Oh no!
One of
Well,
those things.
welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Tell everybody what you do.
Yeah,
Who you
so
are, what
I'm
you do.
I'm also like Ken, I'm a fitness coach, but I'm a little bit of a hybrid, a little bit different from him because I do fitness and yoga. So I do a lot of combinations of yoga and Pilates sort of thing with weights. And I specialize mostly in women and not so senior, but mature. Yes, so that's what I do right now, and like Ken, I actually like Christmas a lot, but not because of the cooling weather. It's because when clients grow fat, they need you the month after that, right? So that kind of that kind of works out pretty well.
To be
Yeah,
me. But
yeah. Yeah,
oh,
so
that's fun.
so Christmas always indicates the month of resolutions where people are looking to get fitter the following year, and hopefully we'll be able to help them to, lead healthier, better lives, in the years to come. Especially when we mature, yeah. I think maintaining health, good health, well, work balance is really, really tough. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Christmas to me is it's just a holiday. I'm not big into it, and I do appreciate the celebrations. I love Christmas parties, but I'm not big into Christmas deco or anything like that. I just think it that from a business angle, it's just really good business the following month and the month after, and that's how it is.
And that's
Hey, I'm
it.
Chinese.
Which is also very Malaysian, right? Business orientation.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and it's important, I think, for Americans and some other
Mm.
Western cultures to realize that Christmas is not the be all end all for everyone, right? Japan works.
Yep.
It's a working day in Japan.
Yep.
So I think, that is important. But you have other holidays like Chinese New Year. I can't believe you
Yes.
even said that, Ken. Well, you might be in
Yeah.
trouble. But that's big. Other holidays are bigger for other cultures. So I also thought it was funny that Shen said more about Ken than Ken did. Ken is a fitness coach for seniors. That's what he does. All right, so let's talk. We got everybody now. Everyone's introduced. Let's talk. We talked a little bit about Christmas, but I have two big questions. The first question is: everybody has been really fascinated with the concept of Santa Claus because everybody's Santa or lack thereof is very different. So, and Ratna, you're probably the specialist on this. You have the children telling stories all the time. Do you
Right.
have
So,
Santa or some semblance of that, and how does that work?
well, for one, the programs that I run is very short term, right? So it's for the moment for this year, it is 4 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks. we don't really have a program that sort of revolves around Christmas. However, I do know a lot of students, and in fact, in Malaysia, I think, like what Dr. Aly said, people just set up Christmas trees in all homes, regardless of what religion they belong to, actually, which seems to be the trend in the past couple of years, I've noticed, where more and more people from different faiths, it could be a Hindu, it could be a Christian. I've seen people actually setting up Christmas trees simply because the children find it fun. They find it, really nice to have Christmas presents under the tree. So it seems to be more of it's starting to be more of a more globalized, Malaysianized celebration. But as all of you know, it doesn't matter which race or which celebration it is in Malaysia. Once it's a celebration for all of us, because there's always food. There's always going to be food. Christmas, you go to a Christian house, you go to a Christian friend's house, you eat. Deepavali, you go to an Indian friend's house, you eat. Hari Raya, you go to a Malay friend's house, you eat. So it's eat and eat throughout the year. And then you've got people like Coach Ken and Chen Chu actually having the time of their lives, with people trying to lose weight after that. So that's just the way. I think that's one of the most unique things about Malaysia is that the whole year is a celebration because
I
of
appreciate you pointing out, actually, while we are eating and having festivals, it shows that every now and then some people at least work, right?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while we are working as well along that line, okay? At least those who are responsible for weight loss and achieving dream figures and all that, all right?
Yes, exactly.
I also believe that it is all about activities. You put up the trees and then you put decoration on it, you put tinkles on it. I think this is all about a family, and again, it's about family activities. Parents will put their children up, and do all this. These are again family activities around during the festive times. That is one of it, and also because we do get more and more supplies in terms of Christmas celebrations, jingles and ornaments that you can easily get available nowadays. So I believe that it has become part of like what now I was saying. It's become part of the activities, part of celebration, whether you are Christian yourself or not. It's just about having it and enlightenment, and also because I believe it's also the education part, and also because through the exposure of the children in terms of through language, because through books and language, you get exposed about how Christmas come about. This is all about the add-ons to all the knowledge of exposure of different kind of cultures and tradition that's been celebrated around the world. Yeah,
I've got a question now. Even though I'm living along in Malaysia, I never experienced it as we are doing it in Europe as well. Maybe also in the US, I don't know. I remember when I was still living in Germany, we always bought presents for our parents, for our sisters, brothers, and all that. So is it actually a culture here as well that we are then putting the presents under the tree, for example, or somewhere, and then giving it over as a sign of love, relationship? Is that also tradition here?
I'm going to take this. Yeah. So that's Western culture. You guys like to buy your presents and put it under the tree, and then you wait, then you open it later. Here we are very different, Andreas. When it comes to Christmas, we are all about giving. So if you're in a family, we give each other headache, we gossip about each other. If you're visiting friends and you don't know what to buy, do it the Malaysian way. We buy food. We don't put it under the tree. We put it on the table. Then we gather around. You buy what you want to eat, basically. If you want to eat a roast turkey and you don't want to eat the whole turkey, you buy the turkey, you bring it to your friend's house, you put it on the table, you get whatever slice you want. You don't be shy. You never be shy. You just ask for them. Can I have your carving knife? Yeah, let me help myself. I'm gonna take the nicest piece.
That's amazing.
Then you gather around your Christmas presents, which is the food.
That's very true.
To top it up,
Dr. Aly, now I know why.
Dr. Aly, you forgot. After that, if cannot finish, then we tapao back our own food and we take it home
Yes.
ourselves.
Yes, correct.
It means putting in,
you take
Angie,
back what
packing
you
in
like.
and bringing it back.
yeah,
So,
and whatever is under the tree, right, is
correct.
never
Especially the ones
a
that you like.
surprise, no?
Targeted.
So generally, if you go to a Malaysian Christian home, you may have gifts under the tree, but most of the time it's boxes with polystyrene packed with it's just like a show
Yeah, it's
display
fake.
item. It's
Showpiece,
not really a
showpiece.
gift. It's a fake.
Yeah, it's a showpiece.
Yeah, it's just a showpiece. It's probably a polystyrene box, or stuffed with newspaper
Nothing
and wrapped with a gift.
Nothing
Nothing inside.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Not
gosh.
always,
What about
but
your
yeah.
kids?
Do you know why? Do you know why they do it? Because when you invite your friends over and then bring their kids, the kids will go to the tree and go, "Oh, present!" And they'll just take one and pocket home and bring it along with them. And if it's your present, you'll be like,
Exactly. That happens. That happens. Yes, that happens.
Oh my gosh.
you bring
Okay,
food
you
and
solved the riddle for me, a mystery that I've never understood. Okay.
Now you know.
gosh.
So when you go to your
And
friend's house in
there's also-
Malaysia, bring your own Tupperware. Okay, so when you
No,
cannot
that's true.
finish the food, you
Food
tapao your own
always,
food home.
always. Anyway,
Yeah.
food or chocolate or whatever it is.
Well, you know
Or
what? It's
something,
interesting
something.
you mention it because I've even
Uh-huh.
seen hosts preparing food containers after a party. They've got all this,
Yes.
and they keep
Yes.
it. So once you're done eating,
Yeah.
you just take whichever which you choose and you pick. And
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times.
I
Yeah.
You do that. There you go. There you see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
What about
there's also no
you don't have Santa
surprises, no?
Claus?
Yeah.
There's no surprises in Malaysia, no? Whatever, you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah. Can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
yeah. There is no surprises in Malaysia. Not like what Andreas is experiencing, where you put gifts under the tree. Even if families were to put gifts under the tree, it's all they know whatever is under the tree. They already know it because many times they will request for it. They say, this year my Christmas present must be a Rolex watch. Just put it there. So that night there's no surprises. People just finish the food and then go to the tree, take your present, and ta-da! Look at this, it's mine. No surprises because it's all under request. It's not a surprise gift. No, there's no Santa Claus, no such thing.
Yeah.
You don't put a socks there
and the
and
other
hope
thing
something
is,
will drop into it.
yeah, and
That's
the other
about it.
thing is, it must be worthy of Instagram as well. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
So the
yes.
Rolex also must be worthy of Instagram. Ah, yes.
But you know why can we do that? Because we Asians or we Malaysian, we got very high expectations for presents, right? So
Mm.
if you don't tell people what you want and get this fake surprise, they will buy you something you don't want. Then you'll be very surprised.
Yes, precisely. Exactly.
You'll be
They
like,
probably end up
open up,
wrapping it
then
and
you
giving
go.
it away for the next Christmas.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh.
Oh, and then
What's this?
And then they will like, for example, I know my friends have been saying that, if you get a soap, a soap bar or liquid soap, and they say that it means that you haven't been washing yourself well, so they give you a soap.
You know what people will do in the office, right? They will have exchange of gifts every year, Christmas time. The people will
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
each of you buy a gift that is maybe 15 ringgit and below, or 30 ringgit and below, whatever. Then
All right, you
everybody,
didn't
when it's time to
know.
exchange gift, and they got to pretend like it's so exciting. They open it, oh wow, it's a mug, but inside the heart is like, yeah, big deal, another mug at home. Yeah. But everybody was like, it's so surprising. That was so nice.
I would like
Oh,
to,
you got me this tissue box. It's so cute.
Yeah, I wanted to add on to this. Yeah, I think the culture of the Western culture of giving gifts, and the Malaysian culture of receiving gifts, I was shocked in the way that because we were taught to have, whenever we receive a gift, we do not open it immediately in front of the giver. It's just like the red packets, the ang pao blessing that we receive from relatives or whoever. We don't just receive it and open it just to pull out how many ringgit that we have. So it was not a culture, I think, towards the Asian culture, as compared to Westerners. When you receive, let's say for example, Angie gave me a present, and Angie expected me to open it up right in front of you and to see whether the expression of me, whether liking it, the surprise, isn't it?
Yeah,
Am I
no,
right?
that's true. We do, except for Santa. Like we expect our kids get Santa, and he comes when they're sleeping. So when they're not but everything else, yeah, we expect you to like watch you open it, make sure you like it. This
Yeah.
is where
I think
communication
that
coach comes
happens
in
to
handy. I'm like, don't forget, your face says things your mouth doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
it happens to kids only, they love to open their present and see what's the gift they get. But for anybody who is above the age of, I think maybe 18 or 20 years old, they prefer cash. Don't give gift,
Oh,
just give
that's the
ang
same
pao.
here.
Cash is the best.
I'd say
Cash
13 and
king.
over, they want cash.
So it's like, they cut the crap, forget about getting me a gift, just give me cash. I'll be a happy man.
I think that's really true.
Yeah,
That's so
well,
true.
kids these days ask for digital money so they can go and load their games and play.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Mm,
Bit,
right?
Bitcoin is
Yes.
coming, is it? Digital money. Bitcoin is coming soon as a
Yeah.
as a present.
Exactly. So I see David has his reindeer ears on. Obviously, he's decorated himself for Christmas. Looks like an ornament on a tree there. Do you guys have the reindeer and Santa like we do? Does Santa come to your kids with flying reindeer?
We got Santa hanging around in malls, right, promoting products.
Yeah.
We get Santa going to the pubs and selling cigarettes.
That's
These are the
so
elves.
funny to
They're
me.
the
I
elves
thought
coming to
that
the
was a
pubs and selling
Santa Rina,
cigarettes.
Dr. Aly. Yeah. Santa Rina selling cigarettes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which pub are you frequenting, Dr. Aly?
Yes, and yeah.
Which pub you go to? You
Obviously,
get
the
Santa
wrong
Claus selling
ones.
cigarettes.
The wrong ones.
Got you, Dr. Aly. Which pub did you go?
Yeah. I have not seen that
When I
happening.
go, I'm hanging out with
I
Dr.
will,
Ali.
I will snap you. I will snap you taking selfies with that Santa the next time I'm there.
That is so funny. So no big Santa thing.
No big
What else
Santa
do you
thing.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Trying
do.
to
We
think
No
do
what
have
else we
Santa.
do.
reindeers.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
the decoration, but we don't have Santa, neither the reindeers. And I think the kids here pretty much accept it because number one, it's too hot for Santa to come.
Yeah, there you go.
And,
I mean,
yeah,
honestly,
and,
why
yeah,
would he
in
dress
the
up
malls,
that way?
right?
And
Because the
yeah,
malls are
and
cooler,
number,
so that's where Santa is.
yeah, and number two, our kids don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
Yes.
They don't sleep. If you don't sleep, Santa doesn't arrive. So nobody sleeps,
Yeah.
and Santa never arrives. You just stay up all night. Yeah.
That's so crazy. So let's talk about your favorite thing, food. Do you do anything different this time of year, or is it just all your favorite foods that you eat all year?
Okay, are you ready?
I think there are
Food.
restaurants opening or offering, or even hotels offering certain festivities, mainly for tourists, most likely, but even for Malaysians who want to sit together around the table and having their 10-course dinner or something, isn't it?
I think it depends on the family. Like, say, for example, sometimes you may have some families who go for more Western menu options, like like stuffed turkey and like roast vegetable and things like that. And then you've got the Indian Christian families, which is going to be rice with mutton curry, and so it really, I would say, depends on the option. Andreas is smiling. Yeah, there you go. So he must have experienced it. So it really depends on the family, and I think the race of not sound racist, but the race of the Christian. So it's a Christian family, an Indian Christian family. They may not have turkey and a Western option, but they may have more Indianized meals like ghee rice, with mutton curry or chicken curry, and and sauce and putu mayam and things like string hoppers and things like that. Whereas you may have like a more modern family who want to have a different take in food, and then they would have things like roast turkey, roast vegetables and potatoes and things. So what do you think? Don't you think so? It really depends on the family.
It does actually. In fact, I think it's more from my experience so far is that it's all about the mixture. I mean, of course, we can't be taken away from our own local food. For example, nasi goreng or fried noodles. We may have some elements of Western product foods, especially like turkeys and also what do you call that? Christmas cake, the
Like the
fruit cake
Christmas
itself.
goose. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fruit
yeah,
cakes.
the yulok cakes. Those are some
Yeah.
of the part where the dessert comes in. Beside that, the main course will still remain what we are familiar with. What we've been regularly have in our home.
Like pineapple
So
tarts. Everybody has pineapple tarts.
But I think you're right. Yes,
Andreas is eating durians. I heard Andreas likes those things.
I
Yeah.
started liking it finally, yeah. But you're right, David. It reminds me a couple of years back, we went to certain shops and ordered actually some turkey. And people must order it because they were always saying like, hey, it's the last one or 2 or 3 more in stock, whatever, better order now. But that's more the add-on. Yes, you have this huge turkey on your table, fillings inside, which you can order. But then, yes, you got the Malaysian food coming along with the curry or the nasi fried rice or the Indian tandoori chicken or whatever comes along. It's still available there. You just eat more on top of what you're eating already.
There we go. Oh, that sounds really good to me, though, actually. I love Indian food. So really fun. How about drinks? Any special drinks? Like in the States, we have eggnog, which I think is absolutely disgusting, by the way. I do not recommend it at all. But you hear about it in all the songs, and you do see it like only at Christmas time. Do you guys have any holiday special drinks? No.
Well, we
No,
drink
No,
sangria at
no.
home. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
we always, as a family, we drink sangria for some strange reason. Yeah,
really,
and
really.
yes, and we try to for Christmas at my family because all the 3 kids graduated from Australia, right? So my mom has this idea that it's Christmas, so we should be totally, you know, American. So we try that one night that we don't have any local Asian food and we eat food that we don't eat like the whole year round. Yeah, so every kid is supposed to bring or make something for Christmas Eve dinner. Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
every year we try to also have champagne, and we absolutely hate it as a family, but we have champagne every year because it's Christmas, and we always have that turkey, which then we will eat the turkey and throw away the filling.
We're going to play this video to your family, okay?
Yeah.
and then
And after
and
dinner,
then
you run out, isn't it?
yeah and then we will keep the bones and the breast meat and make into soup the next day with salted vegetables.
And after midnight, when the parents are sleeping, you sneak out to go to the mamak stall and eat something else, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. I'm like, oh my God,
Andreas,
Yeah, I don't even know
all the
why
trick,
we do this.
Andreas.
Yeah. And we still try to do this every single year. Since the day we graduated until now, we still try to do this every year. So there's always going to be that turkey and that champagne that we absolutely hate, but because it's Christmas, it's just there.
Pass it
Yeah.
over to Asma.
That's like fruitcakes here. For some reason, people
Yeah.
keep buying fruitcakes. I mean, it's been a joke for 100 years, yet they still exist at Christmas, and they're absolutely disgusting. Fruitcakes and
We've
eggnog.
got,
I don't know.
fruitcake. I think it's quite famous
Fruitcakes
during
are
Christmas, yeah,
nice.
especially the one soaked with liquor.
Brandy.
So that
Yeah.
is a
The
big
liquor one.
thing. Yeah, the one with brandy or rum or whenever it's
But
soaked with
it's a
liquor.
big thing now, right, Rana?
It's
Even
a
in
big
Malaysia,
thing.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Suddenly
very
it's
big
become
thing
a
in Malaysia.
fad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has become a fad, and then like 3 months before Christmas, you see all these bakers, advertising because they have to
Yeah,
apparently start soaking their fruit for the
correct.
fruit cake, right?
Correct,
So they start
correct.
advertising
Correct.
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
way,
I
way,
used
like
to do
3
that,
months
yes.
before. Yeah.
Yes.
So it seems to be more and more like a fad now, like what Shenju said. More and more
Yeah.
people, seem to want to eat a fruit cake with liquor. And I, to be honest, I like it. I love it. I think it tastes
Ah.
really good. Yeah, I like fruit, and my mom loves it as well. So I am on a lookout, especially during Christmas, if anyone's selling, cake with liquor, or especially because my mom's vegetarian, so I'm on the lookout for eggless cake with liquor, and I love it. I'm not sure how eggnog tastes though. I've read about
Who
it in
knew?
any
Ratna
blind
really
books
likes
that now,
liquor.
yeah.
She's really into this liquor cake.
Well, in food, I don't really consume it because it gives me an upset tummy. But in food, yeah, especially in fruit cake, I love it.
That's fun. That's funny. David, do you put rum in your pineapple tarts?
I wish I could. I wish I
Gin,
could.
gin. You can put gin. Mm.
Because as I said before this, before I run a whole production for pineapple tarts. Because the reason now I don't do it is because my production place now is certified halal, so we don't use any that is a liquor things that is not certified halal. But prior to this, before this, when I had a cafe and bakery, I used to do that. Like what Rana was saying, that 3 months before Christmas, that we started to cut all the fruits and then soak it into the brandy or rum, just to and then the process is when you bake it, and then we add on to the brandy and rum on top before we freeze it and wrap it in the aluminium and store it. And then when Christmas comes, then we pick it up and then we sell.
That sounds like
Actually,
Andreas.
Actually, I'm happy Ratna is sharing what she likes, not her food, her diet. I'm just taking down some notes. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to find out a lot about her diet. Thanks.
Well, Coach Ken, for the record, I've not ordered any cake for this time around.
we shall speak soon.
This time around.
After this video, we shall speak soon.
See how quiet I am.
Yeah, but sadly, I mean, to be honest, sadly, I didn't find any eggless fruit cake this time around because I think I missed the boat because they start 3 months before and I was so busy, and by the time I got back to them, they said, we've closed all orders, the fruit has started soaking, so you can't soak any more fruit. So so Coach, not too bad after all.
Yeah, Coach Ken, don't worry.
Yours is good. I
haven't
know.
tried my pineapple tarts yet. Don't worry, she haven't tried my pineapple tart because it's with eggs, so she has no chance to try pineapple tart. So don't worry.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know? Dr. Aly likes to post a lot of his cooking and things like that, but he chooses to keep quiet for now. You see, he's keeping quiet.
But you notice how hard Dr. Aly works every day, right? You see how hard he works every day, right? On top of the food that he eats. Yeah, there you go. So whatever input also must have equal output, ma. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, kudos to that.
I tell you, Dr. Aly is training every day between 12 midnight to 2 a.m. I don't know what's happening.
Dr. Aly, you are like Coach Ken's star student, you're like his star student.
Superstar.
Star student, yeah.
He needs to pay me back.
He's fit and healthy.
No.
Oh, great. You guys are always fun. So what I heard was you like to decorate, you like to party, you like to eat fruitcake with rum and pineapple tarts. Santa just hangs out in the mall. It's too hot for him to come around and drop off presents. What else? Did I miss anything?
Angie, we don't have our home in Malaysia. We don't have chimney, so the Santa can't come down from the chimney.
Just imagine he takes the elevator.
Exactly.
And I think most of us live in condos, so unless he comes through the balcony, I don't know how else. Yeah.
Yeah. So each time when he comes to the condo, the security guy will ask, "What's your name?" And he says Santa Claus. Nobody takes him seriously, so he doesn't come in.
It's like weird.
Oh, and he doesn't have the my Sejahtera. He doesn't have my Sejahtera scan in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Correct.
Oh, good times. So anything else I missed? Any other? I guess we're really excited about Chinese New Year. I did say that, so that's a big thing there. Anything else I missed?
Next live show, I think.
Yeah, I know. Let's do that again. Yeah, and I definitely want to have you guys back next year. I'm going to do Business Without Borders more around industries. So I have like 2 or 3 people from different countries that are in the same industry talking about how things have changed and how they work in different industries. So Andreas, I got a Scot and a French person I thought we'd bring on with you. Look at him. He's so excited. He can't wait. But yeah, so thank you guys very much for being here. As always, I had a wonderful time. And oh, I have last question. Do you say Merry Christmas, or do you say, because you have other languages, Malay, Chinese? What do you say?
No,
Just
it's
say
Merry
Say Merry
Christmas.
Happy
Christmas, right?
holiday,
Yeah,
Merry
we say Merry
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah,
however it
Okay,
comes
well, that's
out.
easy. Merry Christmas.
yeah, you
Happy
do.
holidays. So thank you
Happy
for joining
holidays.
me.
Thank
And
you.
anybody else
Thank
that
you.
may catch this later tomorrow, we are going to Hawaii. So in the United States, but a completely different culture. So we're going to talk about Christmas in Hawaii tomorrow. Maliki Likimaka, something like that. All right. So thank you guys again. Have a wonderful
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us,
Thank
you.
Angie.
you.
And
Bye-bye.
Merry
See you.
Christmas
Bye.
ahead.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.